Rick.
Okay, got it. Give me a thumbs up if you hear me. Thumbs up.
Oh.
Laisla, can you hear me? No? Yeah, okay, cool. I lost train of thought. What I do know is that if you, I said this 2 preps ago, if you're gonna go into what is known as the challenge of swimming through running your own office, right? Don't start by jumping in with a ball and chain strapped to your ankle. And part of that is, you know, when you start the day with no rest, when you start the day not on time, when you start the day and you're disorganized, I mean, running a business is hard enough. Working with lots of people is already hard enough if you can't honor a routine schedule. So go backwards. You don't just show up and you can do this when the summer starts. So what's the rule lesson or thing to think about now in quarter 4 before quarter 1 starts?
Start now.
Mouthful. What?
Start now.
Start now. Start now. And the earlier the better. Oh, well, I'll start right before the year starts. I'm just telling you, start now. Start the morning routine now. I'm already up at 5 a.m. now. Right? Towards the end of the summer, I got a little bit later, a little 6:15. But I've been back up at the 5:30. Why? Because we're going to crush it this summer, and it's not going to be one thing that's not going to hold us back, regardless of what challenge, is me getting up at the time to be most efficient and maximize things. Also, I'm getting ready for family one day. And if I don't get up, then God bless America. Who knows what'll happen, right? Right? Any questions? Okay, so I want to take the rest of this portion of the prep, and I think it's good to go through the PPR. So this will be I'm going to try and make this interactive. I'd like everyone to pull out a brand new sheet of paper, or a new page of notes is actually probably the best. We'll do roll down style. Okay, we're going to go through each day, and I want you to write down for each day. When I say go, I'll say Monday. Your version of what would you say the biggest 3 productivity outcomes you need to be focused on for each day. So just we'll start all together. Yeah, in a second. So PPR is relating to driving demos and sales. That's all it is. Okay, driving demos and sales. So start with Monday. Everyone think about Monday. I'll give you 30 seconds. Start with Monday, and in your mind, narrow it down, and maybe you brainstorm and put 5 or 6 down and get to the top 3, or maybe you already have your big 3. That makes all sense. Figure out your top 3 PPR outcomes for Monday as I reset even more of this computer. Amazing.
Hey Jeff, are we just doing Monday right now, or do you want us to go through
Yeah, let's stick with Monday, please. Good question. Thank you.
But we're doing Tuesday after, so if you wrote stuff.
Yeah, next is gonna be Tuesday. Heads up. Heads up. Next is Tuesday. Heads up.
Next NLG prep. We'll talk about.
Oh my god.
Well, it's just one.
So I think if you haven't done this before, as a quick refresher, when you're thinking of PPR, you always have to think of 2 groups. So if you have it on an office, let's guess, if you haven't physically turned the key to your own office, give me one of the 2 groups you have to think about in your office.
Fast starters?
Yeah, fast starters. And they yield the most return right now. They're also the most delicate. Okay, someone makes it out of the first 10 days, there's a good chance they're there for the summer versus a lot of people drop out before they even get to their first PSP, which is day 9. Okay, or technically day 10. I'm sorry, day 10. Second group is who? Yeah, current team, old team, however you want to say it. So let's start with a little Monday action. When you think of, let's list off big 3 for new group. So there's an advanced training component. Okay, what else is important for driving demos and driving sales for a new group?
Magic Monday.
Yeah, so PDI.
G follows at the
Magic
end of the day.
Monday, like driving.
Okay, so finishing Magic Monday. Okay. How about the guys that are running office? What else is important PPR wise for new group on Monday?
Champions Club attendance.
That's a big PPR on getting them to show up earlier before advanced training for Champions Club. Yeah, make sure you guys can see.
Making sure they know that everything gets on Rolo by whenever.
And then big break paycheck.
Okay, so for me, I would break it up into a couple. I'm always about demos. For me, it's demos and demos and demos. So for new, I'll put a fast start group. Okay. ET1, phone jam, to get 3 or 4 demos. If I can add 3 to 4 more demos per rep on Monday advanced training, I'm really driving that magic number. Like to me, if I think of number one most important thing is that, and of course, of those 3 or 4, 1 or 2 should be that night. You're driving the same day. When I think of regular team, so we'll do one fast start, 1 regular team, and 1 overall. How about we'll go with the guys that are running office? With current team? What's big on Monday? Magic Monday.
Content.
Yeah, a lot of you said Magic Monday.
And then Sunday phone gym accountability. So people that are red zone and people that missed it, we have the appropriate content.
Yeah. So I think, watch this. For the current team, I'll put old. For the old team, I agree with Luke. It's phone gym accountability. Phone gym accountability. And then for all, it's Magic Monday. Finish the week strong. Get your orders in. Rolo. Who could you call 3 hours behind for a virtual? Like, it doesn't even have to be a contest. You always create that urgency every Monday. Luke?
Okay. Phone gym accountability, I say components are, having the right conversations that are goal-based, or like whatever goals they give you for the GSP Sunday, making sure you're using those to drive the demos Monday to really set the tone of, hey, I need to be doing that. Then also having the right conversation with the kids that didn't make it, make sure you're getting them on the phones.
Yeah. Goals and people who didn't make it. Like didn't hit their number. Cool. And there's probably 3 or 4 different things you could put in there, but I think that stands out to me the most because when I have a new group, they can come to advanced training. If they don't have appointments, it's almost pointless. Other than PRs, it's almost pointless. Tuesday, so take 30 seconds, 60 seconds. Yep.
Can I make a comment about Monday?
Yes, sir. Please do.
What I did every Sunday, like throughout the PSPs in Gym, I would, for the new fast starters, I basically posed it as a question to basically convince all of them to come in for Champions Club, and just like all of our biggest weeks, like ideally getting as many of them in Champions Club as possible. They'll get demos set from AT1, but when they're there in the morning, they get you a normal set, and then I'm able to sit down and make sure that they've actually been learning everything. So when they go out on their now fourth day on the job, actually nailing it and selling.
So can you some of it broke up, but summarize what you were saying.
So it's like every Sunday I would call through the new fast starters, and basically just be like, hey, so I just want to know if there's any way I can help you out and really give you more of my time and energy. I know there's a bunch of people that are coming in tomorrow morning, and I want to know, are you just going to come in for AT1 or do you want to come with everyone else for Champions Club? And then they typically come in for Champions Club. They'd be able to set more, then I'd be able to coach them, and then they'd set more during AT1 boat gym anyway.
Yeah, and Eddie, I'll piggyback on this one. Here's why. We had a call. Our second NLG call was on days 4 through 10. Okay, and this really has to be there. Getting people to Champions Club, or if you didn't get people to Champions Club, making it up big time for the Tuesday attendance. Here's what I mean. Let's say I have 10 launched. For me, I expect 6+, 60-70% to be there Monday morning for Champions Club. If I didn't get that, I need those 6 or 7 reps in for Tuesday morning. Like, you fight for it. Okay. Luke, you were about to comment.
If they're there Monday and Tuesday, then I'd be shocked if they had less than 6K pass.
Yeah, you guys hear that? So Luke said if they're there Monday and Tuesday and advanced training and probably SLDM, you've got probably one of your keepers. You're retaining that rep. Okay. And those of you that are watching this video pre-summer or as a brush up or just referring to the library here, a lot of what we're talking about has been in place for almost, gosh, a decade. Nothing here is new. Nothing here is new. Okay.
Jeff Kimball High Flyer program.
Jeff Kimball High Flyer program, which to this day still hasn't changed. Same document. Take 10 more seconds, button up your Tuesday. And we'll do fast start. Fast starters. How about first years over here? We'll go to the virtual land. Anyone that's not turned the key to their own office, what would be I've got to focus on for my first 10-day, day 5 reps? Okay, if you ran an office. Not Luke.
Well, Tuesday.
David Delgado.
Well, Tuesday's the most important
PDI.
day for PDI and following up and make sure you're starting the week strong.
That's right. Anyone else? Yeah, I would put Tuesday PDI for all. So let's go one more layer, and I'll go to someone who hasn't run an office before, specifically to a fast start group, in addition to just PDI on Tuesday.
Their first phone jam, making sure their attack list is
Okay, good. So attack list assignment.
Assignment.
Attack list assignment.
Ass.
Yeah, which is 30 to 50 plus
Numbers.
by AT2. I'll say it again. Fast starters specific to their PDIs. Hey, Rob, don't forget what we talked about yesterday. You're supposed to have, we want to make sure you have 30 to 50 new names and numbers for Wednesday's advanced training. You can refer back to the conference call we did a few weeks ago as to why.
So you prep them for that Monday, then Tuesday you do the PI call, and then
You follow up, yeah. You tell them the assignment, you follow up on the assignment, you execute the assignment, yeah. How about for a regular group, regular team?
Not even too far out.
Yeah, just like
In between,
attendance.
It's SLDM.
Oh,
Mostly
true.
fast start, but you can have some regular group too.
Yeah, I would
make that a big group.
I would put all. They need SLDM attendance confirmed, and for all
It's the biggest talkers with you.
phone jam confirmation. So SLDM, phone jam confirmation. I mean, to me, that's it on Tuesday. And then your normal, you're always weaving in.
The same bullet point of phone jam confirmation. All right, power hour confirmation.
Oh yeah, sorry. And power hour. Yeah. Actually, it's really here. Power hour. So if I'm a new rep, 30 to 50 assignment plus when's my power hour? Did I have it already? How did it go? Or when is my power hour to work on those 30 to 50? But also for a regular rep, that should be every week. Every Wednesday there's a power hour before. Every Sunday there's a power hour before. So attack list assignments 30 to 50 and their power hour by advanced training 2. And for everyone, confirming SLDM, phone jam, and regular groups power hour. Other thoughts? And now that the Zoom is on the television, if you electronically raise your hand, like Eddie De Las Cuevas did, I will see it. It looks great, Eddie. It looks great. And we are full screen now. Perfect. Okay, let's go Wednesday. Take 30 seconds. What was your top fast start productivity outcome? Your top old team outcome? And then your top overall outcome for Wednesday. It's not bad when the air blasts. It's when it turns off. It's... Another 15 seconds. Okay, we'll go virtual land. If you've never ran an office before, give it a shot. Fast start. What's important for Wednesday? So this would be Erica. This would be Christina. This would be Patricia. This would be Chewy. This would be anyone here. This would be Nefty, Rob, Daniel, Skylar,
Sending out a
Giovanni.
Wednesday text. Team, the culture, getting walked in.
Okay.
AT2 phone jam.
Okay, so Rob's answer is Wednesday text to almost what's going on update. Okay. Christina, you had your hand up.
Just get the newbies to have 7 to 10 new demos on the phone jam, making sure of that.
Yep.
Having a phone jam goal set up every week.
Okay.
AT2 attendance for fast start.
AT2 attendance. Okay. How about if you run an office? I would
Assignments.
kind of like the fast start overview. Right? I'm just going to do this one. AT2 attendance. 7 to 10 plus appointments for the phone jam. Okay. For the old team. 5 to 6 demos for the phone jam and attendance. And for all, I'll put down a communication. Okay. Now, we will, as we get closer to the summer, we'll talk about WhatsApp culture. You're going to have templates that are already cut and paste. So every Monday there should be, and if you look at my messages, a lot of my messages are cut and paste. You change a few things here. It's going to be really easy to send out a message on Wednesday, starting on the weekend, but there's always a set type of message you send to the new group and to the whole team. And every day, that's how every morning should start. There should be some type of communication to your entire team, in some cases 7 days a week. Now, you don't talk to everyone live every day, but you do when they're new. You should be talking to everyone every single day. They're new until they're out of their fast start. Any add-ons to this?
I would say mop-up or Wednesday night.
Okay, yeah, communication. I would put it under.
Mop-up?
Yeah, I would put it all under attendance.
That's Thursday.
I agree. Are you talking about people who you didn't get a hold of Tuesday?
Thursday.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, put that on the Thursday.
I'll put that on Thursday. You're right. That's right, Scarlett. I'll put that on the Thursday.
Where's that happening? Is that an app?
So we'll go Thursday. Take 30 seconds. Do Thursday and Friday combined. So do Thursday fast start group, Friday fast start group, Thursday, Friday old group, and then Thursday, Friday everyone. Okay, let's start Thursday, fast start group. Let's go to the experienced here. What's the start?
Do you mean people like in training?
Say it again.
Do you mean people like in training?
Just overall productivity. What drives demos?
Doing PDI before training starts. So before you
Okay,
start
good.
training,
So make sure you contact your. And here's the philosophy: make sure you get a good hold of your team before you go for a 5-6 hour stint where you're not available.
And would you say to do like an outgoing after training as well?
Yeah, we'll get to that. I would say yeah for sure.
Make sure the weekends are booked.
Okay.
anyone who didn't show up for AT2. Well, I guess I would have been addressed on Wednesday.
Yeah. Well, I think it is wondering.
Whoever didn't.
Oh, for Wednesday, confirmations for training.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah, well, I would put that just part of the schedule, but yeah. That's why, yeah, you're right, you're right.
It's a calendar thing.
It's a calendar thing, that's right.
If they didn't hit their goal on Wednesday, make sure that like they're doing calls.
Yeah, so I think for the biggest thing for fast start, two things, is scoop up, phone jam.
Money maker.
Yeah, if someone's not at phone jam on Wednesday, it's very hard to retain them. You have to have a good conversation with them on Wednesday.
Yep.
They're not the first phone jam.
One more thing for fast start. This actually this started in the pilot. It's benchmark.
Get ahead.
Oh yeah.
Benchmark. Benchmark PDI is 1K, 3K, 6K, 10K. More or less, we're having conversations of, hey, Nefty, you're at $3,000. I want to talk to you about what you think you can get to by the end of your fast start Sunday night. So what are you thinking? And sometimes they give you, there's a whole art to this, a science rather. If they give you a number that's way too high, say, I really want you to go for that 10K. I know you're 3, but I have a number that I think you could definitely hit, and we'll start with that. How's that sound? Okay. I want to talk to you about how do you get to 6K. I really think you can get to that next promotion. You'll get $1,000 in income. You'll hit blank for the fast start. And I think it sets you up if you want to for 10. So go for 10, but I definitely wanted you to go for 6. So can I count on you? And you're 3,700 right now. Let's talk about the weekend. So this whole conversation, benchmark PDI, is, long story short, conversations that help to frame finishing strong to the next level. That's all it is. And the reason you do a Thursday is because Friday you don't have as much PDI time. And here's why. Thursday, you've got an interview that doesn't start till 10:15, and you're trying to pump people into the training. Friday, you've got Champions Club. You got other people calling in for PDI. So you want to start here, and then you'll benchmark again more on Friday. So there's essentially, 2 benchmarks. Times 2. Then as far as the old team goes, what's the old team outcome for Thursday? What's important?
Yeah, cool.
Oh, they're benchmarks.
I would say scoop up again.
Benchmark.
Yeah, they have their version of benchmark, right? It wouldn't be going for a fast start, but we're holding them to their number. Yeah. You are. It's really for the new group. With the launch.
Oh, phone numbers. Wait, what?
Training.
Demos?
Getting demos.
You got to get
Phone jam.
5 plus demos per rep per trainee. That's probably the biggest one, right? Newest, freshest blood. If you were wondering, in virtual land, that was Mila vomiting in her mouth. Okay, cool. Friday, we'll do benchmark again for the rest of the team, the rest of the new group. For the old team, I call this pre-weekend PDI. And I put plus minus. Here's what I mean. So let's say Giovanni's had a really rough week the previous week versus Mila. She's already 2 weeks in a row over 3K feeling good. Those are 2 different conversations. Okay, and now that the phone jam is over, for Giovanni who's struggling, it might need to be, hey, Giovanni, I want to talk to you before the weekend. Yeah, I just want to tell you, I think you're setting yourself up to come back strong. Yeah, last week was rough. We know that, but man, 11 demos set last night at the phone jam, and you've got 6 more that you're trying to book. That's exciting. Let's talk about who's exciting this weekend. Okay, what's your plan if that doesn't happen? What's your plan if it does happen, where we could even take it to 10? Like, it's different. There's a different, list for everyone. Let's say it's Mila. Hey, Mila, I want to talk to you. Hey, you're booked for this weekend, and you're going for another back-to-back week. I'm a little nervous, though. Why? Why do you think I'm nervous compared to the last 3 weeks? What's different about this weekend versus the last 2? Yeah, you've got 3 less. Yeah, you don't have the same amount of appointments. Let's talk about. So whatever you have to do pre-weekend to get your best people going. And I always daily go top down. I'm not a checklist PDI manager where, okay, I talk to everyone. Let me start with the easy people I can talk to. I want to start with my hardest people first that are going to drive the business more, that need the most attention, that are bigger performers, and go top down. Anything else on the old team specifically for Friday?
Sunday phone jam.
Yep.
Plus power.
Also, your first day PDI.
And then the last one is
Training.
for the training first weekend PDI.
10 plus demos.
10 plus per launch, first weekend PDI.
This went from big 3 to big 7.
Yeah, it's going to be big 8 at some point. Technically, if you take out the launch, it's only big 6.
Or you can just say big 3 is that start.
That's right. Saturday.
New group communication.
I'll put demo check-in for the new group. Okay. Also, a little extra nuance for the new group is the DVM leverage. This is something I would say of our branch class last year, Eric Palacio was number 1. Eric Palacio got his team first weekend to understand who I was, why I was important, and more importantly, to create a networking opportunity. And I was texting his rep. I remember the first weekend I texted Moises, Jade, and also Marley. And I had a lot of communication with those reps. Mike Abramovich is at times the best at this as well. And the pilot, it's funny, but the pilot you would think is easy, but it's actually harder than the pilot because I trained them. So why would I text Jeff separately? But Luke was able to create that. And some summers and some weeks better than others. But if you can get a culture where I'm able to influence your people, it's a higher PPR just by design. Okay. For the old group, it's demo check-in PDI. And then for all, it's also phone jam confirmation.
Here, Jeff, can I send a pic?
Right now? We're almost that done.
No, but I feel like we can't see.
Well,
It's okay. Okay.
I feel like having a beer, but it's not really appropriate right now. I actually would have a beer right now. If it were appropriate, I would have one right now.
A lot of electrolytes.
So far, so good. And then we'll wrap up with Sunday. So Sunday's interesting. Take a look at the schedule. There's nothing before noon, technically. So I think, let me give you the balance. For me, when I was a branch manager, and if you're going to be a branch manager, you only have a certain amount of launches for the summer. You have 6 on the low end, up to 8, 9 if you get back to your territory the way you're supposed to. Okay? And if you pull off a training. So for me, I would answer PDI calls all morning as early as possible because I only had limited amount. Now, if you're a district manager or if you're a returning branch, you might have that time where, okay, after this time is when I start taking calls. Like, so for example, if you're going to church, or I'll use Mila. So let's say you go to 9 o'clock mass. Okay, 10, you say, hey, I'm not going to take my first call. I won't be available. I'll be off, like Jeff, I'm off the grid until 10:30. Or let's say 11, I think 11 latest. Okay, some of you, it might be, hey, as soon as the first call comes in, but you're really not getting a ton of calls before 9 a.m. anyway. You get some, all right, from your fast start group. You got PDI here. So for the fast start group, it's just demo check-in and AT1 confirmation. The old team, it's the phone jam driving 5+ demos per rep. And then for also it's your PSPs. PSP one-on-ones. Anyone who's running an office would add anything else to Sunday besides demo check-in for a fast start group, AT1 confirmation, and then old group phone jam PSP.
It's Sunday?
Yeah.
81 slash.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep. So do me a favor. If you have 2 questions, if you have not turned the key to your own office, what is new to you or light bulb for you? 1 or 2. If you have run an office, Can you identify what you were strong at or what you were weak at? What you were strong at or what you were weak at this past summer? And then we'll share and we'll go to our next break. Just take 30 seconds. And Mila will post some great pictures here. How about some from first years? You have not run an office before. Light bulb, Rob.
Talking to you, I just do it first.
Okay, so start top down. Okay.
Okay.
How about in Puerto Rico? We'll go Patricia or Chewy. What's light bulb for you in first 10 day? This is essentially first 10 day management. We're relating it to the schedule. No, I think they're frozen. Oh wait, hold on. I got it. I'm mute. I got it. Go ahead. No. For some reason, I don't hear. Sorry.
It's the TV.
Might be
Oh,
the
yeah,
TV.
Can we hear anyone?
Let me see the mute. Little volume.
Oh. So,
I can hear the sound. 1, 2, 3, testing.
yeah, we hear Edward.
We hear Eduardo. Eduardo, we hear you.
Edward.
Okay.
She looks so bad.
How about people who have over here first year? Any other light bulbs? Skylar, Daniel, Mila.
DVM leverage.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we've
This is kind of a secret weapon, that DVM leverage. It's not a secret, but not everyone does it, and to the degree that people do it, it's like it acts as a secret weapon with results. Greg Strayer's team, when he got things rolling, I was talking to all his reps first weekend. Cameron Hacker, Jen Watson, baseball player. What's his name? Who's your baseball player? Colin B. Yeah. And see, here's how I know you're good at it. I know your people's names. And I'll have a list of people that are memorable from the summer. How about from next level returning? The Amandas and the Grants and the Leelas, pretty much everyone in Tallahassee right now. We'll go, Dalila, go ahead.
Okay, so something that I feel like I did well on that I implemented in this branch was hitting first motion for this weekend. I just talked about it all the time in training, and I noticed this year a lot of my kids would hit their first promo first weekend. Something to work on definitely is post AT1 and just that 4 through 10. So just making sure that you've got a good AT1, maybe run a few before you go out.
And not in all cases, I'll say it. Attendance is the name of the game. Like getting attendance, like Dalila just said AT1. That you can have a really great AT1, but if half your people show that, that's half not impacted. So I think it was either Eric or Kirsten wants to go next.
Yes.
Go ahead, Eric.
Like something you touched upon that was really important in my office was SLDM culture. I mean, there was times where I wouldn't even tell my kids about the SLDM. Walk up and hey, I talked to this person about it. I need to get there. How do I get there? And we would talk about it, or we would sit down. If they were struggling, most of the time it was their first week on the job, and they heard about it from training. I text Jeff now, and training on.
Eric, would you say that there was a specific? If I'm brand new and I said, hey, how do I get the Aventura culture of wanting to get on Jeff's radar and the SLDM? If you had like a 3-step.
Yeah. First step 1 is training. When you're talking about Jeff and his bio, I make it a point to let them know that if Jeff is literally the most influential person in our division, then you want to meet him. The more he knows about you, the better shot you have to get that TLA, and the better shot you have to finish in the company. Second one, I'd say the moment they hit their first their first promotion, you're letting them know right there, like, oh my gosh. On the phone, you literally get to text Jeff now. This is so nuts. I'm hungry right now. You make it a big deal, because it is a big deal. And the third one for me specifically was I had the kids that did an SLDM talk to the kids that didn't hit an SLDM.
Yeah.
In my team meeting, I make my kids stand up. I go, yo, who went to an SLDM this week? Yeah. How simple is it? You feel like you took a lot of value from it? Yeah, nuts. Would you recommend someone that did an SLDM yet?
Number 1 grade.
They're pretty far, right? So,
Yeah, you've got to go. And it's funny, as much as we cringe when some of these kids say what they say and how they say essentially what you think should be more professionally said, it's more effective than anything we say.
And in my office specifically, I mean, we talk about TLA rabbits. You can have rabbits for just about anything you want. You can have an SLDM rabbit, you can have a conference rabbit. You're just gonna pick people you want to spread the work for you. Like for me, I had my TLA rabbits, which was Marlon, Royce, and Jade, and I had my SLDM rabbits. Those are the ones that pop right after the SLDM. I was like, what happened to you after you finish your SLDM? Yeah,
Dude, Eric, next level for your office next year, you get rabbit temporary tattoos. Right? And during the team meeting, I deem you a rat and you stick it on their forehead. All right, over here. Did well or area of opportunity? We'll go here on this side if you run an office. Zach.
Importance of Tuesday and Thursday PDI. So like getting them prepared for the team meeting, and then like Thursday, Friday, getting them prepared for the weekend.
Like get the benchmark?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we already admitted this mistake in the pilot, but we 2 summers ago did it all on Friday, but with a 2-day training switch, we cut our Friday short. And the second thing that Luke actually said last night when we were at dinner to Giovanni was that first week in PDI, if you have any staff, if you're a new district manager or you're developing AMIs, Friday night, I mean, that's the time where you take your AMs and you go out and you take PDI in front of them and you take every single call, and Tony would take Mila out.
Yep.
So Mila's really skilled at first week in PDI. I mean, that's when they're most delicate, right? So when you push these birds out to fly from the nest, this is the first. Some will fly, some will be okay, and some are crashing. You've got to be able to get all 3. So, all right, 30 seconds. Biggest takeaway light bulb for you for this whole exercise. We'll share a few, and then we'll go to break. Mila, we can start.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's fine.
It's so simple and laid out for us. You just have to execute it.
Okay.
Like,
So the schedule's simple. I think it is, but you'd be surprised how many people don't show up to their office on time, or surprised where the planning's not done, or surprised where they don't talk to their team. It's because this schedule seems fresh and really exciting now, but there's a lot of months in between now and when you actually have reps on your team. So that's why we have this start. That's why this video's up. Luke?
Simple and laid out, but I went through and I had everything in green that I think we did well, everything in yellow that I think I could do better, but it was okay, and then everything in red that was bad.
Send me that.
And I have 2 greens. So it's simple and laid out, but you still have to execute.
Yeah. We had 2 greens on a 600K summer.
Airdrop.
Giovanni says airdrop. Okay. In virtual land, any light bulbs or takeaways? Just raise your hand physically. I can see you guys. Let's see if we try. Let's try Puerto Rico again. Let's try unmute. I'll try again.
We'll try.
No. Try it. Yeah, I think I hear you. Patricia, go ahead.
With the SLDM admin, we used to do that in San Juan for a while, but kind of lacked it in the summer. So that'll be a big takeaway for me.
Yeah, so having clarity on the whole schedule. At first, I thought we would have to manage our own schedule for every week. So having clarity and being more confident that we have the schedule max out everything is beautiful.
Okay, good. And
Yeah, just having it all mapped out and kind of, just having it perfectly. So
yeah, and just so you're aware, there might be a few changes here. For example, like the interview times, they're not set. They might change by 15 minutes. And we might have a few new strategies that come up because of what we're doing now between now and the summer. But overall, the schedule is not going to change too much. What the objectives are not going to change too much. What's going to change is you. Your focus, your execution, your ability to wake up early, your ability to stay organized. Like for me, if I were a branch nowadays, I would print this out, laminate it, and have it in my planner, along with my circle of influence, along with my vision board, and along with my scorecard. Those would be the 4 things I'd have up as a new manager. Printed. Yeah, I could have it on my phone. Yeah, I could have it on my computer, but is it easily accessible to pull out? Circle of influence, scorecard, vision board, and this. Cool. We'll take 1 or 2 more. Amanda, you had your hand up.
Yeah, I like what Eric said about having the rabbits for each event. That was somewhere where I definitely didn't capitalize in my branch, so I like that.
Okay. Yeah, running an office is hard. That's why we tell you have to do it twice to get better. And that's just part of the deal, right, Amanda? That's right. Okay. Let's do this. I have 11:05. Let's take a quick 10-minute break. Come back at 11:15. We'll finish up our last session. Okay. Nice. Thanks, guys. Nice work. Nice work. up, or let's start bringing it back, shall we? Swanson, you ready to sing?
Oh boy, am I.
You have your playlist?
Yeah. Got my set list ready. I have my piano ready.
What are you playing? What are you gonna sing?
Well, I'm doing like old school rock and roll this time, so having a guitar. I don't think anyone in here would even know who that is, but.
You got a young guy here does.
Nice. But yeah, no, I usually do like Whitney Houston, like Aretha Franklin, but it's Halloween, so I wanted to like dress up.
Little I love rock and roll.
Yes, sir.
And I love rock and roll. Jukebox baby. There it is.
Next level.
All right. Emeka, please take a look at the agenda, please. I'm gonna pull up the agenda. I would love some quick takeaways from. Any other takeaways from the session so far today? Anything we covered today?
Definitely the routine, getting in routine, because that's something that like I tried to get into, but it wasn't really executed. So definitely getting into executing it to be more productive with your day.
January's too late. February, good luck. Right? December, you have a good shot of it being part of your 2019. But if you want to ensure, you do it now. You do it in November. You do it through, I would say, right at the end or during early and push. All these habits that you guys want, a lot of the soft habits versus the hard, strong habits. Like, for example, being able to run training. You want to get really good at training, you don't wait till I teach you. You start doing stuff now. If you want to get good at waking up and journaling, I'm just telling you, just don't wait. Start to add things to your plate slowly but surely. Oh, but Jeff, I have so much going on right now. Wait till you're in an office.
Yeah.
Right? And the whole goal is to temper yourself to almost create that elasticity of your muscles, right? The flexibility of your muscles to handle more things. So, okay, I'm gonna take a look at the schedule. A couple of things. I actually would like to go through our team builder program. So if you could open up the folders. If you go to handouts, go to the general session, folder number 3. Go to folder number 3. And it looks like from the share screen. It says United Team Builder Program. Okay. Let me do this. So United Team Builder Program for those of you that are on Zoom. Sorry. Okay, and then for those of you here, we'll do this. I'll move it. I got it. There we go. All right. Here we go. So if you look here, so if you want to, you can pencil some of this into your calendar. This is our beta version, so it's going to evolve. Just to give you the background on this program. So Dana Espigard is going to be finished off as the #1 office in Vector this year. He's going to beat Drew Frank. He's going to do $3 million in sales. Not 2, 3. 2.8 if he messes up. Monster. And it's not a whole bunch of just FSMs. He's got both. He's got enough new business for 2 high-powered $1 million offices, and he's got enough FSMs in his office that he's developed, not inherited. So in his office, he essentially has 3 offices, more or less. Okay, he's outstanding. He's a great family guy. I have made it a point to try and force this guy into my circle of influence. I just had a call with him last week, and one of the programs to help launch this year, last year, to the point of don't wait till the summer, do things early, is that they kicked off 2018 early, really, really strong. In fact, I think he had 15 reps, and I'm paraphrasing, but roughly 15 reps that he launched right after Christmas do $77,000 in sales. Which, by the way, if you're new, you're like, wow, that's crazy. Up until recently, the region record for January was from my office in Baltimore. We did $225,000 in sales for the month of January. That's a summer June. Okay, and I think 150 to 175 was new. Okay, so when you go to Olean, when we go to Olean, the program the program we're going to launch is the December January program. Or I would take notes on this. December January program is where we create a market that doesn't exist. And we increase launches in December and January. That's like the overall short version. We create a market that doesn't exist, right? No college student says, I want to get a job. Oh, maybe I'll work for the 1 week I'm off for the winter break, or 2 weeks. People don't think that, right? But we create a market, a job market that doesn't exist, where people can work and make $1 to $2 grand over the winter break. That's a fast start. They can get experience and lock in a summer job. They can have a chance to meet people. I mean, there's whatever's going to pull at the heartstrings or provide value for someone. On top of this December, January program, well, let me backtrack. How do we create the market? Lots of active advertising. More, like 10 times more than we're doing now when we come back from Olean. So we're going to hit it strong. Some of you know this already. On top of that program is this team builder program. They call it the 3-way texting program. Or I'm sorry, they call it the team builder program. And what this is we take our best people, aka TLA, and some of our top reps from our offices, and we create kind of a campaign to build attack lists for PRs and 3-way text / social media blast our way towards a big recruiting launch. So for us, there's a whole bunch of parts to this program. The most simple way to put it is our TLA and our top reps from our offices are going to give us lists of 50 or more people. Our managers are going to take that list and we're going to 3-way text these people for a virtual or live interview. And between that, having open houses, Facebook and Instagram blasting, and having an orientation before training, before Christmas, our goal is to launch in every office, minimum 5, on average 10 to 20, on the high end 20 plus summer caliber people that you guys PR. Okay, so any questions? I'll just stop there. Okay, pretty straightforward. So take a look. I just threw this together for sake of having an organization. Shocker, right? So in the blue represents conference calls, orange represents a live meeting with me, and then yellow represents some type of office open house or orientation. So if you mark your calendars, October 28th, that's the last Sunday of the month, we're going to have, and I have to change the time. I think it's actually going to be later. I'll get an updated, but Sunday nights, either 8 to 9 or 9 to 10, there will be a local conference call, not division. It'll be just for you and your district. So Tampa, South Miami, Metro Miami, Fort Lauderdale, San Juan, etc. And it'll be all local TLA, you guys, all of the team builder reps, people that are sharp on the team that we want to replicate. It's going to be run by your district manager, and it'll be just for your office Zoom or conference call. And if you take a look to the right, the whole goal of that is to create an update and vision for that office. And this is also including reps from the summer who kind of died out and we haven't talked in a while. We're going to talk about how to contribute to December and January. We're going to do a calendar review, and then we're going to give the assignments for PR lists. Now, you guys, you won't wait until the October 28th to get your assignment. When do you think you're going to get your assignment to work on your PRs? Today or tomorrow. Today's prep. Okay? That'll be 50 plus new people on your PR list. Oh, but Jeff, I've given everyone. Well, we're going to put an end to that. Okay? What's the answer to that, even if I've given everyone? Yeah, situations change and the job market changes. Okay? November 5th, so a few weeks later, we will have our next conference call, but this won't be run by me for the whole division. That will be on Monday from 6 to 7. Okay. And this is a chance for me to build up the trip. Now, I don't know where the trip is. In fact, Scott has made it a tradition now that we don't know what the trip is, even as DVMs until Olean. But I pretty much know the details of the trip minus where it is, right? What you do, it's all inclusive. So that's my goal, is to build up the trip, share the 4-part attack. So a 4-part attack is 3-way texting, Instagram, social media, Instagram, Facebook, and triple threat. I'll say it again. 4-part attack is your 3-way texting with your manager. Number 2 is Instagram blasting. Number 3 is Facebook blasting. Number 4 is triple threat. Between those 4 methods, our goal is to unleash November, December, a frenzy of creating recruits. Okay. Then we will meet in Olean on November the 11th, and we'll review the programs. And this is kind of cool. If you look at, if your monthly calendars are open, Monday 21st through the 25th. So that means the Tuesday before Thanksgiving through the Saturday after. So maybe you have your monthly calendars open. So the Monday, the Tuesday through Saturday with Thanksgiving, every office, every one of our district offices is going to run an open house. So let me paint the picture. Watch this. These 2 tables are TLA. So Mila, Giovanni, Zach, and Luke are TLA members. They submit their list of 50, 75, 100 new people for PR lists. We start 3-way texting. One of the other strategies is going to be this open house. And let's say you guys are the PRs. So one of the options is, hey, you guys get these 4, get Skylar, Daniel, Rob, and Nefty, get them to show up to the open house. Okay? And we're going to confirm them. And in the pilot, for example, we're going to use Chipotle as the lure. Right? Hey, come check out the open house. Come check us out. By the way, Neftali, Milena did recommend you, and I wanted to confirm your Chipotle order. Right? So instead of just saying, hey, come by, there's Chipotle there, we're going to reach out to every single one that you guys confirm, that these guys confirm for the open house, and get them to come in. And it's essentially going to be an information session. They're going to get a chance to see the office, and we're going to do roughly a group interview and try to assign them for training there. That's like round 1. Round 2 is we're going to 3-way. Round 2, so you have your calendars open, right? Yeah. So go to November monthly. That sound good so far?
Yeah.
That's fun, right? So that's November. November 20th, 21st, or 24th. Like, for example, in the pilot, I'm going to do it on the 21st. That's the biggest bar night. You heard this on the conference call. This is the biggest bar night. So I want to essentially attract prospective recruits by, oh, my boss wants to share some information about the company, and he'll feed you before we go out. So, right, make it easy. So that'll be the open house. Starting on the 25th, after Thanksgiving weekend, strategy number 2 is 3-way texting. We're going to 3-way text all of your lists. And every Sunday from the 25th through December 16th, every Sunday from November 25th to December 16th, we'll have a local weekly call to update hot news, share who's got PRs coming in, give more tips on Instagram and Facebook. So just continue to talk about the big 4. Big 4 being 3-way, Facebook blast, Instagram blast, triple threat. And the goal is to have people in training for right after Christmas, because most of our best people don't go to school at their home office, right? Like for Fort Lauderdale, we have some great local students, but our best people go to UF, FSU, or out of the state. Same thing, Puerto Rico. I mean, it's across the country that way. Okay, quick question.
Yeah, so for that group interview open house, I would be setting them for training for when they're back for good.
Yeah, so the Thanksgiving open house is setting people for training for when they come back during the winter break for Christmas. And now, but watch this. Yellow, open, there's going to be orientation. We'll go to December. So if you look just the month of December, we've got 4 full weeks to recruit. So we're doing 3-way texting, Facebook message, Instagram message, triple threat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. On December 21st, 20th, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd, depending on the office, we're going to have anywhere between 1 to 2 orientations. So just like you go to college, you come to orientation, so you learn about the college, get familiar, and essentially get you excited before school starts. Like for example, in the pilot, we're going to do one on Friday the 21st that I will run, and then we'll do one on Sunday the 23rd that probably David and or Luke or someone else will run because I'll be out of town. So with that being said, the whole goal of that is to create a connection for the people that are signed for training. So all those Thanksgiving open house, invite them back in. And anyone that we couldn't get a hold of for the life of us because of Facebook, Instagram blasting, triple threat, or three-way. Let's say Mila's been trying to get Skylar in. We've three-way texted, couldn't connect. We've Facebook blasted, couldn't connect. Just freaking invite Skylar to the orientation, and we'll try and recruit her there the week before Christmas. Okay? Let's just... Oh, go ahead. Good question. So the question is for orientation, isn't everyone set for training? For me personally, we're just going to do it for anyone that's a three-way PR of you guys. So it'll be a higher quality group. Okay. As far as the people that were signed for training, like campus, Craigslist, internet, if they're really sharp, we might bring them in, but we'll probably just do normal confirmation calls. Cool. And Dane gave a great stat. He said he had 10 people show up. He had 10 people show up for one orientation, 15 for the other, and he had 25 for 25 show to training the next week. And those 25 sold to 75. So those 25 people sold about $3,000 each. Now, $3,000 each in a month is really not that big of a deal, but in the month of January it is. Cool. Any questions? I'm pretty excited. Like explaining it excites me. I'm excited. Are you excited too? Do you share my excitement?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions so far? So Mila just took the words out of my mouth. You have to know that this program is going to help you hit the trip at a higher level. In the past, what has it been to hit the trip? What are the two ways to get credit? Olean push and PRs. Now, again, I can't give you the full detail, but if I happen to know that detail, wink, wink, you can get, I think, up to $5,500 total for the trip. Right?
It's only like 6K.
I know. I think it's 5 or 5,500. You get like 25 up to 3,500 for Olean push. Another $2,000 in credit. Sorry, another $2,000 in credit for PRs. So if it costs, let's say it's $7-8 grand to hit the trip. I'm just making up a number. You can get 5 without even selling a single thing for the push, for that push. There are gonna be several of you where you will just have to pop $2,000 the entire January push to go on the trip. Cool. Oh, and lest we forget, I know it's about the trip for you in a selfish way. We get great recruits across the board. So if your office, here's all. This is like doesn't sound positive, but I want it to be motivating. If your office is sitting there and the day after Christmas, really on the 27th, 28th, we have a training after Christmas. If that's a weak whack training, that means you guys just didn't work hard and follow. Like that means the candidates didn't follow through on their list, and the managers didn't follow through on three-way, and the managers and the reps until like didn't Facebook blast for 4 weeks. It should be pretty much a given that you'll increase productivity in recruits. And I know there are a lot of people who, oh well, Skylar, you already recommended me, or Giovanni, I'm in your fraternity, and I'm from South Florida. It's a lot of it's fraternity. I didn't need a job in the fall, but guess what? A lot of people spend their money in the fall. They're broke, or they see, okay, I couldn't quite do what I wanted to do. There's a whole new job market. Now, someone asked, what about launching them in December? By all means, if you can get some PRs to come in to trainings in December, of course. But we're just assuming that if they're out of area or they don't get back from finals in time, they're going to train right after Christmas. Cool. Any questions? Nice. Okay. Let's do this. Let me stop the share. Let's let me go through assignments. I'm going to take either look up, and you can pull your agenda to the last page, and I'll put it up on the share screen. I'll get you guys out of here a little early for a break. Okay, so first of all, before we start the prep today, can we please be really intentional about creating Olean buzz? Okay, here are the 3 different groups we have. We have the group of people that haven't signed up for Olean yet. So what's our objective there?
Not signed up?
Yeah, you're not signed up. And by the way, it's late. So they're already, as of Monday, any increase in flight fees they're going to take the hit. But there's every year there's between 2 and 5 people from TLA that we have to really get into the event. The majority of people are there and they're all signed up and they're ready to go, but they're not geared up necessarily for a push. Some of them are, some of them aren't. And then, of course, the third party, which includes many of you, signed up for Olean, ready to roll, ready to rock for the push. We're about to be ready to rock for the push. So it's our goal to create buzz. So what are some strategies? What are some things that we should be doing and talking about today? Throughout prep, in between breaks especially. I think that's the, dad's not around time, I call that. But Luke, in some way, shape, or form, calls it like when dad's not around, like AKA me. Those conversations are powerful. So what can we be talking about? What should we be thinking about as we talk about the first years, like an Amy Rod here, or a Trent Hampel, who's going to be here today, or over in the pilot with a Gianna Rodriguez, or over in who else? In San Juan, I think we have a Claudia, right? I'm just thinking of people in the other hubs. What should we be talking about? And even virtual. I'd love your take.
Remember at CSC you said that Olean will bring this back together and hype us up for the summer again. Definitely having that conversation again. Something I look forward to is.
Yeah, and I'll say this to you as a manager too. Everyone needs a conference, even managers, even TLA. I need a conference. Like I'll be coming back. It's an easy conference to go to, but I mean that conference does a lot for people. In fact, everyone has their Olean stories of in Olean's when I decided blank, or Olean's when I committed that blank. That's fine too. Anything else? What else should we talk for the seniors? For those of you that are for the Lukes of the world, for the Kirsten, Eddies, and Grants of the world. You've done this so many times. Like now 2-3 cycles. What's important here at the prep if we're talking about planting seeds for a strong Olean? Push and attendance. Yeah, I think what's in it for them, but in an organic, I'm speaking to you and I'm managing you way. Right? Like if Zach Schachter, who I'm not, I don't talk to that much, I don't have a great relationship with, but I know he's running a branch, comes up to me and says, so, what do you feel like is going to be the value for you at the conference? I want to tell him to shut the hell up. Like, get out of my face, man. What are you talking about? Now, if I've been managed under and mentored under Zach, I think it's more appropriate. So just having conversations that are, John always says, meet people where they're at, right? Don't manage someone that you never normally manage. Speak to them the way you normally speak to them, but have objectives of how you want to help them. You guys follow me on that one? Because then you come across as not so genuine, and I don't know. I think people get irritated with that.
You like president leverage?
What's that?
President leverage?
Meaning?
Gonna be there?
Yeah, talking about the president. I can't confirm. I cannot confirm nor can I deny.
Never mind.
I cannot confirm nor can I deny my goal. Okay. I would be asking people about be asking people about, hey, are you geared up for the push? Right? To me, like this push tells a lot. It's gonna put a lot of people over the top. So okay. Let's go to calendar real quick. If you guys could pull to December for me, please. If you are a district manager candidate, right, that includes an Eric Palacio, that includes a Luke Maseko, that includes a Trent Hampel, that includes multiple people. What Jackson Montgomery and I have talked about is trying to expose people who would be running their own office to someone who's actually running their own office, but at a level that they would be operating at. Let me give you an example. If you want to send someone to watch a district manager and get great results, you send them to one person right now. Who do you send them to? Who's getting the highest results in the company as a new DM? Andrew Evans, right? But most of you can't think like, let alone operate like Andrew right now. His experience compared to yours, right? In a respectful way to both of you. But you guys can relate to a Jackson who's 20 years old and is running an office for the first time in the non-summer. Okay? And he's doing a great job. He's growing his business. He's engaged. He's got DMCs, BMCs. He's shipping good new business. He's making good money. I mean, it's really awesome to see what he's doing as a new DM. So December 5th through the 9th. It's on the agenda, but I want you to make sure you have it. December 5th through the 9th. Jackson has offered a cross training. Now, here's the deal. You'd have to get there on your own. And if you're in Tallahassee, that's kind of easy. But you'd have to get there on your own. But Jackson would help you figure out, rooming situation. And I would throw some funding towards the meals. Meaning all you'd have to do is get there, and Jax will help you find a place to stay. and I'll fund some of the meals. For DMCs only, you're going to get a chance to watch him in action from Wednesday team meeting through training and through Sunday. And he's even available Monday. He says, I'll bring people on campus with me, see how it's being run. Okay? Because here's what's great about Jackson. He doesn't over-delegate. We have managers that over-delegate. He's present in his office, and he's running everything like you guys will be versus someone who's not. So like Daniel, this would apply to you too, so we'll talk more about it. Any questions on that? Okay. This is really important for next level. If you're not a district manager candidate, which is 80% of you left, this is really important. Watching me run training, I think, is a big part of your success. Now, don't get me wrong. The videos work, and we wouldn't do the videos if you couldn't script the videos. But I'd like to try and set it up where everyone is watching one of my seminars. So here are the 3 seminars I'm looking at, and we'll confirm an Olean. Okay, and Devon, if you could send me a WhatsApp at to list confirming cross-training seminars for TLA. Confirming cross-training seminars for TLA. So ready? December 6th and 7th. December 6th and 7th. December 13th and 14th. Oh, and November 29th and 30th. Oh no, sorry, I'm on my honeymoon. Just kidding. Just kidding. December 6th and 7th, December 13th and 14th. Those are the 2. Okay. The other option is December 27th, 28th, but the problem with that seminar, although it's going to be super high quality, a lot of sharp people, what's the challenge? What's wrong with that seminar?
Push.
Oh, holidays, right? More than that. It's the push. Just the push starts on the 26th. So I'd rather it not be that. But my thing is, if you're going to earn a territory, and we're going to announce territories December 15th through January 15th. Districts first, and then branches in January. You're going to want to have a seminar watched under your belt. So it's either going to be the 6th or the 13th, or in some cases, ideally, it's not happening that way, but the 27th, 28th. Okay? I just don't want to take what could be a full days of selling away from you. I don't have to. Any questions? Okay. Third assignment. Take a look up on the television here and on the screen. Okay. Evan Keller is a colleague of mine who runs all of the San Diego, the SoCo division, which is Southern Cal. He's had an explosive couple of years. He's been over $2 million in his pilot. He's another new, but not so new, circle of influence of ours. He gave an unbelievable message on personal growth at SLC. And the recording is going to be coming out, or if it's not already, I'll get the link out. By the next prep by Olean, I would like for you to have watched that message and send the debrief in by the 9th. Okay, so that'll be the first thing that's due. I'll highlight it. That'll be the first thing that's going to be due the 9th before Olean. So the Friday before Olean, I'll get a whole bunch of emails. This is the first one. Our next level call, Monday the 22nd. So this coming Monday, we're going to talk about setting up Alliance. I'm going to post a message around noon or 1 o'clock on high point moments. So what that means, again, just a reminder, and Grant helped us out the first time we did it. Anything that you remember that's part of setting up when you have witnessed a high-powered Alliance PC and a setup of an Alliance, those are the things I want you posting. Okay, so let me give you an example. If I said, what are some high point moments of a successful phone jam? One would be confirming people ahead of time and a tactless management. Another high point moment is culture of music and tempo when you come in. Things like that. Okay, any questions? Okay, so there's nothing due there. The adjustments we went over earlier. New book assignment. Now notice we didn't get to the Money Honey. I didn't forget about it. I'm just going to move it to Olean. Okay. But for now, our new book assignment is Managing Oneself. Actually, a very short read. And that's by Peter Drucker, due by the 9th as well. You can read that probably. Luke, how long can you read that? How long does it take to read that small orange book?
3 hours.
Yeah, I would say 2.5 over time. It's quick, and it's also a great read. Okay. Don't forget also, there is a book for all of TLA, which is How to Win Friends and how to win friends and influence people. And that one's not due until December. So don't get caught off guard. Be surprised by that. Any questions? Okay. And then one of the things we'll be talking about on Monday is our mentor program. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of TLA based on your feedback and based on my observation. Some of you may not get a mentee at all. And that doesn't mean anything bad. It just means it didn't work out. Some of you will get one. Some of you will get 2 or 3 people that I will expect you to mentor, set up calls with, and coach from now all the way through Vector Awards Night or whatever they're calling it this year. There's a new. It's gone from year and banquet to awards night. Now there's a new.
Makes it sound like an Emmy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Andrew Evans night?
Maybe. He gets one trophy. Let's not get his head bigger than it is.
Wait, did Eddie not get team builder?
I'm not sure. Any questions?
We got 2 months left.
Okay, we'll go a quick round of what I appreciate. I'll get you out of here a little bit early. It is going to be 11:50 by the time we get out. I need you guys back by 1 o'clock. Okay, so before you head out, if you're at a live hub, so pilot in Puerto Rico, you might want to assign who's going to be signing people in for the assignments, and they're on the agenda. Cool. Take 30 seconds. What do you appreciate? Biggest light bulb. What do you appreciate? Write it down so you don't ramble. And then here for the GVO crew, it is 11:50 rather. By the time we get out, need you back to 1 o'clock sharp. You can eat here too. I'm going to stay. Let's start with Puerto Rico. Then we'll go to Amanda, Grant, and then the pilot.
I have a question real quick.
Sure, go for it.
NLG call the same time as always.
NLG call, yep, same time.
So my biggest takeaway was having a date plan the year business-wise and the date plan the year personal-wise and putting like family and friend stuff. And then I appreciate being here as well.
Okay, good. We'll go to Chewy and then Christina.
All right, so takeaway, clarity on schedule. And what I do appreciate is being here and getting to be my best version of myself.
Wonderful. Christina, you're up.
So apart from clarity on scheduling, I would say just vision boards and scoreboards and circle of influence and agenda. So you can see it every day once you're in like branch or DM. I think I want to get on that. And then I appreciate everyone on this call.
Okay, thank you. Is Vargas around or no?
No.
Okay, that's fine. He doesn't need to be. Let's go to Amanda, Grant, and then we'll go to the pilot.
My biggest takeaway was planning out your goals and doing your vision board for the next year in November. And what I appreciate is these calls and everyone on the call.
Yeah, and just to clarify Amanda's point here, my suggestion is that I'm not suggesting you're going to get it done in November. I'm suggesting you need to start because if you want it to be really accurate, it's going to be a process. It's going to take time. Some of you don't even know your values yet, so you have to do that exercise, which I'll talk about in the next prep. You might come up with 6 or 7 different things under family, 6 or 7 under finances, 6 or 7 under friends and community. But remember, we're trying to get to 3. Okay, and there's a science psychologically behind it. We'll go to Grant and then to the pilot.
So biggest takeaway is just the scorecard getting eliminated once you do narrow everything down to a big 3 for each section.
Good.
And then what I appreciate is Milena.
All right,
Aww.
like Milena, Amy.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I appreciate her too.
This
Let's
is
go
fun.
to Maggie, Erica, and then Double D.
Okay, biggest takeaway would just be more clarity on the schedule. And I appreciate everyone on the call.
Okay, Erica and David.
Biggest takeaway would just definitely be the layout of the PPR, and I appreciate vector marketing.
Me too. Vector Train. We'll go David Delgado and then over to Tally.
Biggest takeaway is certainly the importance of us creating a January program recruiting where there's no real market. And right now, I appreciate everyone here.
Okay, thank you, sir. We'll go over to Tallahassee. Let's start with ladies first. We'll go Dalila. We will go Kirsten, then Eric, Eddie.
All right, so my biggest takeaway was definitely the vision boards. I love that, and I need to update mine.
Okay, thank you. Me too. Kirsten, Eric, Eddie.
Along with the clarity on the schedule, which is always eye-opening and more about, even if we were also the implementing kind of setup that we are going to start implementing, I think will be really good for who I learn a little bit, but also who I teach. Like,
Good. Good. I'm just.
oh, and I create this little impromptu tally hub.
Yeah, the impromptu tally hub. Hey, back to the goals and the circle of influence. I would love it if I could see the majority of Next Level say, "Hey, Jeff, here's my scorecard, and I've worked on it with you. Here's my vision board. I want to share with you what these pictures mean, values, and what I'm excited about for next year. And here is my circle of influence card. You're on it, or I don't necessarily have to be on it, by the way. It's not, I don't need more work. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. Hello? Thing on? No? Okay. And the fourth one would be that's the schedule. Because to me, I think just having it as part of your morning routine, like I don't look at it every day, but I look at it every week for sure. Okay. And it keeps me aware, it keeps me conscious, it keeps me, oh, I haven't talked to my sister this week. Oh, I haven't talked to my other brother this week. That's just a kind of a little example. So thanks, Kira. We'll go to Eddie, and then we'll wrap up over here in the G. Oh, sorry. Eric, go ahead.
Biggest takeaway was the vision board. That's something that I've actually been talking about. And then what I appreciated was our breakfast date the other day.
Do you term it a date? Would you consider what we did a date?
It was a date for me. It was a little bit.
Now a date or like bro date, man date?
No, definitely.
I feel like we're definitely having a bro commitment kind of thing.
I'm taking that and I'm stealing it. Nice. I did too. It was awesome. I really enjoyed our time.
So biggest takeaway is going on the schedules. Definitely going to be getting going culture rabbits, learning how to have a rabbit, like empowering each rep to lead their own rabbit in each respective facet of having like that competition kind of for you. Push it. Just never done it process. What I appreciate really is I always feel like more and more every single prep, but everyone, literally everyone, it's why I love being here. Why I can wake up after having and just wake up.
Yeah, I get it. I really get it, especially after meeting that guy this morning. I get it. Yeah. Don't take this for granted. Don't take this for granted. I said this, I think, on the Next Level call. I know I had a conversation with someone here that I've had so many this week before the wedding. Just know that it's not necessarily, in fact, it's very uncommon to be in an environment where the people you work with, you're encouraged by, you want to be around, they're encouraging to you, you're encouraging to them, you grow together, and it's a group that makes you better. Don't take that for granted, I'm telling you. And don't think it's just because adults are older that they're more mature, wiser, and are growing. And don't think because you're less than 19 years old that you can't grow faster and at a higher, more impressive level than an adult that maybe even is a physician, in this case we're talking about. It means nothing. Cool? Okay, let's wrap up over here. Quickly, we'll go to Naftali, and then we'll wrap up.
Okay, biggest takeaway was starting earlier, like with your family.
Good.
And appreciate being able to be here today.
Okay, Rob.
Biggest takeaway is reevaluating my circle of influence, and I appreciate Eric Colossi.
Okay, Eric Pelosi, he appreciates. Nice.
Biggest takeaway was starting Q4 planning early now and the scorecard and everything, and I appreciate the Next Level group.
Wonderful. Belton.
Biggest takeaway is getting into routine and making sure that you're doing it now instead of waiting. And what I appreciate is the opportunity to be able to go and watch Jackson.
Yeah, that's for DMC. Say thank you to them.
Biggest takeaway, 5S, and I appreciate the food that we're about to eat.
Okay. Luke.
Biggest takeaway is just how much room for improvement there is. I know all this stuff, but a lot of stuff can be done better. And what I appreciate is food we're about to eat. I'm on board with that one.
There you go. Elena.
Biggest takeaway was just the opportunity to take it to the next level and get our habits on point as soon as possible. And I appreciate Giovanni.
And Giovanni.
Biggest takeaway was definitely PPR outcomes and day-to-day, what to focus on. And I appreciate food.
All right, gents, ladies, it is now 1:55. We have an hour. Get back. And we all have our agreements ready to rock and roll. So let's have a great prep. Thanks, everyone.